Password accepted. You may now enter the bunker.
And welcome everybody to Enter the Bunker, fun challenges and positivity for you, the people, to survive and thrive in today's world. And today we are going to be going over an interesting quote to contemplate our existence. And then also we're going to be getting into what happened today. Some interesting things happened on this day a long time ago, almost exactly the same time that this nuclear bunker was commissioned. For those of you who just joined us, my name is Jonathan Bahai. I am the owner of this 64,000 square foot nuclear bunker, and I'm also the co-host of the show. Our other co-host is not here today, so you got me, and only me. I'm married with 2 children. I'm a total cryptocurrency geek, so I will talk about Bitcoin whenever I have a chance to, but today we won't be getting into Bitcoin. Today we'll be going back in time to some interesting things that happened. While we're doing the show, you may have noticed, over here, yeah, there it is. So there's a countdown timer happening. We are going to be launching positivity missiles while we are doing the show. So that means that you want to join us at enterthebunker.com/live, get into the chat there, give us the city, state, and country of where you want it to go, somewhere in the world, send positivity somewhere in the world. And then if you got the right location, you're going to win $1,000 today on the show, live in front of everybody else. So you got to go to enterthebunker.com/live. We're not taking directions from YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or Instagram or anywhere else. So that's where you got to go to get in on the action. And when that countdown stops, that is when we're going to pick a winner. So join us. All right, to get started today, we're going to get into the quote of the day, which is a very interesting quote. Welcome, everybody. Before I get started, lots of people poured into the chat suddenly. So welcome, Freddie and Samuel and Denise, Destiny, Noble, Samuel. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us. The quote of the day is, "Curiosity is the essence of our existence." Glenn Sermon? Yeah, Glenn Sermon. Cernan. Did I say that right? Curiosity is the essence of our existence. Do you think that is correct? Do you think that the essence of our existence is curiosity? Didn't curiosity kill the cat? Don't we say that all the time? Do you think that that's a good thing? That the essence of humanity's existence is actually to be curious? Maybe that's what gets us killed, just like the cat. I don't know. Chat. Let us know what you think about this quote, how you feel it impacts you. Do you feel it's true? Do you feel that you are someone who's curious about everything and that is what drives you in everything? Let us know in the chat, share your thoughts. In the meantime, I'm going to share mine. So normally it would be me and Kelly going back and forth talking about these sort of thing, but curiosity is the essence of our existence. Glenn, I'm not even going to say that name right. Sermon. Kernan, Cernan. So I'd have to say that curiosity is a big contributor to innovation. Just asking the question, what if, right? And how can we? And wanting to figure out the way things work. I don't know if any of you at home have kids or anything like that, but I have one of my young ones. He is so curious about anything he gets his hands on. He's one of those kids that has to, like, if he has a toy, like if he had like this toy gun or something, he'd have to rip it apart because he's so curious about how it works, right? So, or he'll take like, one of his toy cars or something, and he'll rip it apart because he wants to see what's inside. He wants to understand how it's working. What's this thing do here? What's that thing do here? And that's coming from a child, right? That's somebody who's like, just like less than 5 years old. So they are, from the very beginning of life, like curious, right? So even little kids, when they come into this world, are constantly exploring, constantly wanting to know more. And what we're going to be talking about actually in terms of what happened today it really was fueled by curiosity, if not a little bit of political warfare happening between nations at the time, but the ability to be able to go further, to stretch out and be able to reach new heights in what we understand and what we know and what we can accomplish, right? So curiosity is the essence of our existence. I tend to agree. It really is, and it's interesting that some people actually don't feel that, like they actually don't go through life, with that sense of curiosity and whatnot, right? So I'm going to go back to the chat because I've given you my 2 cents. Let's see what the chat has to say. Let's see. Let's put that up on the screen. Oh, absolutely. Being curious makes you want to learn and improve because you're asking questions. I'm a super curious person, always reading about anything that is super useful. Okay, Samuel. So that's some good feedback. You absolutely agree with what's going on, and that's good. I think that there's. Do you feel that you're curious about things that is super useful? Because you just said reading about anything, and it's super useful. So when you do look at things, I mean, if you're super curious, are the things that you're curious about always useful? Or is it only you look for useful things and that's what you're curious about? Let me know. Facts. I mean, science and life is based off of curiosity. A hypothesis, a question. If we didn't get curious or ask those questions, can you imagine what civilization would look like? Says Destiny. So, Destiny. She says, science and life itself is based on curiosity. And Destiny, I tend to agree. If you didn't have hypothesis or you didn't ask the questions to be curious, to drive you to ask those questions, you never would, right? You'd never be able to stretch beyond what you see in front of you or beyond our stratosphere. A tip for what we're going to talk about soon. So, Noble Canadian says, regarding quote, humans always like to explore, and once they don't, they have nothing to strive for. Kinda. Don't know if anyone watched Star Trek The Next Generation episode where Q Continuum discovered everything, so they didn't have anything to be curious about and didn't know what to do. Yeah, Noble, so you're talking about Star Trek Next Generation and the Q Continuum. And so for those of you who haven't actually watched Star Trek Next Generation, the Q Continuum was basically, this race of omnipotent beings which basically had explored absolutely everything in the universe, and they got so bored that some of them started to just cause trouble so that they could just see what would happen sort of thing, because they just lost all curiosity for everything. And they just kept on, the one Q that kept on showing up in the show was constantly causing trouble because he was hoping that these funny little humans that are us would do something different than what he would expect, right? And lo and behold, he was always surprised by how humans responded to his tests, and so he kept on bothering us. So that's what happened in Next Generation. That's the Coles Notes version. Highly recommend you should flip on Netflix and watch Star Trek Next Generation to figure out the rest. Lots of episodes to go through. Riley, curiosity is an awesome personality trait and helps you to find things you enjoy. 100%. Samuel, I still dismantle everything I find, and I'm 27. I'm in engineering, though, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah, good thing to make your occupation where you get to take apart stuff, right? So engineering kind of gives you a free pass to keep being a kid. That's good. Curiosity killed my cat, says Freddie. Sorry to hear that, Freddie. That's sad. But it's the way it is in life. You know, sometimes curiosity does lead to dangerous places. But the fact is that I think in the course of your cat's life, Freddie, he probably experienced far more joy from being curious than he did in getting killed, Eventually got him, but the odds are is that he had a very fun and fulfilled life, or she. Maryland, Jordan, and Yemen. Okay, so you're giving your locations. Good stuff. We're about to launch in, is that 20 seconds? Wow. Time went by fast. Hurry up if you want to get in on this to win your $1,000 because we're going to be doing it in a few seconds. I'm right with you on that one, Samuel. The best way to figure out how things work really is basically taking things apart. Curiosity makes buy too much stuff on Amazon. Yeah, so curiosity gets used against us sometimes when we're online, when it comes to social media, right? Social media companies have all this data and they know exactly what's going to pique our curiosity. Even the way that images are shown to us, how how the titles are made, all of it is designed to pique our curiosity so that we actually respond to whatever's put in front of us. Same thing happens in Amazon. They've got it down to a science where they can just say, okay, if we do this, we're going to get maximum response rate in terms of buys. And clearly it has gotten to Noble Canadian. Okay, I'm just going to read a few more of the chat, and then I'm going to get into getting this $1,000 given away, hopefully. No, sometimes I look at completely useless things. However, the more you know about more things, the more you can string things together and make correct hypothesis. That's very good, Samuel. It's true. Sometimes you may not really take it, like you may see something that's kind of useless, and then later on something else comes along, and then it's like, that useless thing is now useful, right? I think that's a lot of how Bill Gates actually lives his life, because he spends a lot of time just reading over stuff and learning about all kinds of stuff, so that eventually when he has to try to solve something, he actually has a lot of things that he's already able to reference from everything he's taken in. So it's a good way to go. Samuel, I can take a very educated guess on most things from pieces of info I've gathered from random places. Very good. So, Destiny says, I'm just thinking about all the times curiosity actually got me in trouble too. So Samuel says, curiosity made me buy your book on Amazon. Good one. So Marilyn says, curiosity I find is the best in the innocence of children, most satisfying. Yes. Curiosity killed the cat is a reference to Sir Odiger's cat. The concept being that as long as you don't look in the box, you don't know if it's alive or not. Therefore, being curious and opening the box kills the cat. There you have it, folks. That's how curiosity killed the cat, according to Samuel. And at least according to history, I believe. So, now it's time. Everybody knows what's about to happen, who's been on the show. We're going to try to give away $1,000. You have all given your locations. Let's get it started. What's going to happen now is you're going to give me, I'm going to take a dart. I'm going to stand over there, and then I'm going to spin around. And the first person who gives the directions, up, down, left, right, center, and small, medium, large in terms of the direction, then I am going to take those directions, and hopefully I hit exactly where your positivity missile is located, and you win $1,000. So let's get it started. I'm going to get loaded up. Hey, thank you for joining me. All right. So we're loading up these darts. I hope everybody's warming up their directions to feed into the chat, because the first one in is going to be the one that gets it. So you don't want to be second, you don't want to be third, you want to be first, because that is the way you're going to win here. All right, good to go. Oh man, which one was mine and which one was Kelly's? I can't remember anymore. I'll just go with this one. Kelly was, this is Kelly's. Dang it. I just got the black stuff all over me. This is the good one. All right, locked and loaded. All right, so I am standing over here this time, and I'm going to be spinning around now. Everybody in the chat, up, down, left, right, center. First one to give 3 directions of where I'm going to aim is going to be the directions we take. And go. Ooh, let's see who's going to be the $1,000 winner today. Going to launch my missile into stop. Okay.
So, funky up, huge left, huge left.
Okay.
Not sure what funky up is, but I'm sure you got something.
Funky up, huge left, huge left. Oh, I hit the United States. I didn't leave much of a mark, but it was right here. You can see it. There, right where my finger is. Oh, you missed it.
A little higher.
A little bit over. There we go. We got like a pretzel thing going on there. All right. So that looks like it was, is anyone close to that? No.
There's one in Winnipeg.
Yeah, that's about it. Oh well, we'll have to try again. We got 2 more tries. This time I'm going to be in a different location. Get ready to give your directions from over here is where I'm going to be standing. And that is going to be where you want to aim me from in some place in the world so that you can win your $1,000 today. Woohoo! So I just love sending positivity around the world. And everybody who comes to enter the bunker enjoys it too. So let's get started. Up, down, left, right, center, 3 directions. First person to stop me, go. And we're spinning around. We're going to see who's going to be the winner today. Winner today. Winner today. Oh, chat wants to see me spin. So, okay.
Up, right.
Up, right. Oh, so close to that Moscow one. It was right there. Yeah, you passed it. Go back, down a little. There, it's right around there. Oh, you're right next to it, but you get the point. It's on the border of Belarus, Russia, and a little bit of Ukraine. Oh man, that was close. Good one. Who gave those directions?
That was Destiny.
Destiny. Trying to send some love to Russia. Good day to do that, because today's the day that Russia did some funky stuff in the world. Yeah.
Russia's done a lot of funky stuff.
Yeah. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about Russia, actually. So all good, all good. All right, this time, everybody, I'll be standing over here from this location, which is in front of North America. You want to give me directions of where I'm going to pick where your positivity missile landed. Let's do this. You know what to do, and go. Who's going to be the winner today? Winner today, winner today. Who's going to be the winner today? I hope it's someone. Guys, directions.
All right, stop. You're getting notables one.
Okay.
Ready for it?
Yep.
Stand on one leg,
Oh, man.
then right.
Wait, what? And then right?
I'll read it fully.
Okay.
Stand on one leg, right. Stand on one leg, up. Stand on one leg, center.
What?
You.
Stand on one leg, up. Stand on one leg.
So stand on one leg and go right. And stand on your other leg, go up,
Go.
and then center.
And then go up. Wait. Was up, right, up again?
It's right, up, center.
Oh, the right is first. Okay. All right, here we go. So, standing on one leg, right. Standing on one leg, up, center. It was on the border of Finland and Russia. Right up there. Up, side. Oh, you went too far. Over there.
I can see it, but I can't.
You're getting there. Closer. Up a little more. Up. Make a circle. That's good. Close enough. Yeah.
I think the camera saw it.
Oh, that was brutal. We almost had a winner. Almost. We're going to try again at the end of the show, so you want to get in on that Be sure to give us your locations because we're going to be switching over now to the next segment. Join us. enterthebunker.com/live. Here we go. So we're getting into our next segment. We got another countdown. You can see it right here. You need to get on sending your city, state, and country to somewhere in the world, launch a positivity missile, win $1,000 if it's the right one. You're going to have 3 more chances at the end of the show. Join us. Okay, let's get back to the chat. What happened in the chat while I was away? Oh, you guys are going crazy. Okay. People having cat problems now, apparently, since we're talking about curiosity killed the cat. All right, so I'm going to share with you guys a story. Whoa, that's not the story. Let's find the story. Today, does anyone know what happened today in history in 1965? Does anyone know? Anyone? I'm going to see what the chat has to say about this. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Give me your answers on what happened today, 1965, that actually impacted everything that we know today. Let's see what the chat says. Oh, everyone's getting in their answers. Let's see what they say. Oh, Samuel. I think someone began saying first. Noble says it too. Yeah, both of you got in the same minute. Okay, so today is the day that Alexei Leonov, yeah, I would say Leonov, is the first day on March 18th, 1965, 1 year after this nuclear bunker had been commissioned. He walked in space. Yes, became the first person to conduct a spacewalk, exiting the capsule during the Volkhod 2 mission for 12 minutes and 9 seconds. He was also selected to be the first Soviet person to land on the moon, although the project was canceled. Can you imagine how disappointing that must have been for that guy? Wow. He's like, yeah, I could just imagine. He's just like, yeah, I walked in space, and yeah, I'm going to walk on the moon. Like, nope, you're not going to. I was like, what? Come on. So in July 1975, Leonov commanded the Soyuz capsule Apollo mission, which docked in space for 2 days with the American Apollo capsule. Look at that. We started out competing with each other, and then by 1975, we're just hanging out in space together. How you like that? So yeah, this guy was clearly a military man, did some cool stuff in space. Let's see if we can find a cool picture of him walking in space. I got to go back to the chat and try to find those links because they are not in the discussion channel. So, NASA gave a pretty cool image, I believe. Yeah, so NASA talks about him in terms of history. What is space? First person to go to spacewalk was Alexei Leonov. He was from Russia. The first spacewalk was March 18th, 1965. Oh, but they take credit away. So NASA goes along and says it was 10 minutes long. Meanwhile, though, Wikipedia says, yeah, that guy was out there for 12 minutes and 9 seconds. Who are you going to believe, right? Now we're getting different versions of who walked in space. Chat, what do you think about that? What's the truth here? Was it 12 minutes and 9 seconds, or was it 10 minutes? Do we believe NASA's story, or do we believe Wikipedia's? So the first, okay, and then they go on to talk about on NASA's page, the first American to go to spacewalk was Ed White. And his spacewalk was on June 3rd, 1965. So literally just months later, they went up after, and during the Gemini 4 mission, White's spacewalk lasted 23 minutes. Yeah, American number one. That's what they're trying to say there. They're just like, he was only there for 10 minutes. but we were there for 23, right? So I think that's what they're trying to say there. But yeah, do you guys interpret it that way? Maybe I'm just being partial. Who knows? But yeah, this definitely took a lot of curiosity to be able to make it into space like that. Because I can only imagine what it was like to actually be the first person to do that, because nobody had ever experienced that. They had theories on what to expect, but yeah, I think that it must have been absolutely the most amazing experience ever, especially being the first. I mean, not even being the first. I mean, just think if you could go up to space today and be able to spacewalk, wouldn't that be the most amazing experience? Like, if Elon Musk came to you today and offered you a chance to be able to go up in a rocket and go on a spacewalk, would you take it? Would you be so curious about how that experience is that you would just have to do it? Let me know. Share this in the chat. Tell us what you think. I am going to go into the chat now and see what people are saying. Okay, we're getting some info here on who's who in terms of the whole thing. Okay, Riley says, I believe Russia more than Wikipedia any day of the week. Laugh out loud. But NASA isn't Russia, so I'm not sure what you're saying there.
That's what you asked. You asked if we believed in Russia more or Wikipedia.
Is that what I asked?
That's what you said.
Okay, well, I take it back. Do you believe NASA in terms of whether it was only 10 minutes, or do you believe in Wikipedia, which said it was 12 minutes and 9 seconds?
I'll believe Wikipedia, though, for sure.
Yeah, Wikipedia is the winner there then, says Riley. You can do it if you open, oh, so they're talking about getting in the chat. Dude, walking in space is the most important point. He was the first, regardless of records after. Yeah, so Noble doesn't buy this American superiority bit that NASA's trying to put out. He believes that, nope, Russia had it, they were the first, and that's what matters. It doesn't matter how long it was, they got there first, right? So that's what Noble thinks. Does the chat agree with this? They all thought he was gonna blow up, says Samuel. That's interesting, I didn't know that. So they all thought he was gonna blow up. Well, if he didn't have a spacesuit, yeah, he would, probably. But it's a good thing his spacesuit actually worked, otherwise he would have blown up. An interesting point, I forgot which astronaut said it. It was an American when he walked in space and looked at Earth, he felt as one with the universe, according to an American who walked in space. Maybe it was the second guy, white, that went up there after him that actually did it. Actually, even if you didn't have a suit, you wouldn't. You'd dry. So essentially, all the moisture from your body would just evaporate, is what Samuel's saying. If I understand that correctly, let me know. Yeah, there's been too many, I don't know, Hollywood versions of deaths in space to really understand what happens. It's warped our sense of what really goes on. Then again, none of us are going to ever really know, being able to experience that. Though I think, given what's happening with all the exploration with rockets, oh, almost had to sneeze there. All the exploration that's it's the first time I ever sneezed on the show. Whoa. Given all that's happening with rockets today and the interest in Mars, I'm going to make a prediction that within the next 30 years, going to space to spacewalk is going to be a vacation type of an event. It's like it'll be like the kind of thing that well-off people would do in order to be able to actually experience that. So it'll be one of those experiences that people can do, just like they go to Wonderland. They'll go to space and be able to walk around, and maybe they'll have some kind of activities up there. I'm sure they'll probably create some kind of space sport or something, and you can play it with each other. and then maybe try to, I don't know, throw messages at the sun or something like that. I could see that happening. So do you think that'll happen in 30 years? Let me know in the chat. Do you think that we're going to be curious enough about space and about being able to walk in space that we are going to have this as something that everybody is going to have access to be able to experience? Well, not everybody's going to be able to have access to it. It's obviously going to be something which only some people are going to be able to afford. But certainly I think people are going to demand it. They aren't going to be just satisfied with what's on the earth. They're going to be wanting to get up there because they're curious. All right. So the chat says, freeze-dried spaceman. I bet there's an episode in Futurama about this. Noble says, dry like freeze-dried food. Could put boiling water on me and reconstitute me. Yeah, I don't think that'll work. But you willing to try? Yeah, I don't think so. So Riley says, 100% yes, likely less than 30 years. So he doesn't think it's going to take 30 years for us to be spacewalking. He thinks it's going to take less time. So I don't know about that. We need to get off of this fiat hooch and into Bitcoin, and maybe it'll happen faster. But for now, we just got the craziness just continuing to spin around. If you sell the bunker, you'll probably be wealthy enough. Thanks, Samuel. I highly doubt that, though. Private companies will put the well-off on a spacewalk like Elon, I would imagine, would do that next. A spacewalkie? Yeah, I could see companies wanting to like put wealthy people into space and things like that. There was a movie about that, right? Movie Elysium, where they had like all the wealthy people that were in this like beautiful like place in space. Meanwhile, everybody was on the Earth and they were just like suffering. Until, of course, Matt Damon comes in and kicks everybody's butt and changes the world. So, as every Matt Damon movie goes. So, it looks like it's time to launch our missiles. From what I see, the countdown has stopped. So we have taken all the locations we're going to take now, which means now's the time to win $1,000. So let's get into it. Richard Branson is working on something that will like this as well, but I trust Elon more any day, says Riley. Elon will bring us closest to the heavens than ever before, says Jake. Papa Elon, says Destiny. Okay. Let's get off the Elon hooch for now, and let's launch the missile. I'm going to be over here now. I know one of these is mine. That's mine. Okay. I'm getting locked and loaded. So get these missiles in the air. Everybody get ready, because I'm going to be standing here to launch the first missile. So think about the directions of where you are going to point me. Up, down, left, right, center. For those of you who are new, that's what I need to know where to go. 3 directions, and that will be it. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to put a little more on this just so it really shows up. Because the last one I did was like not showing up very well. Okay. Better. Now we're talking. At least it's not like a little pool like Kelly does. Kelly. Okay. Let's get the spin going. So up, down, left, right, center. I need to stand from here. I will start spinning. First one to get this in gets to be the one that gives the directions, and go. Who's going to be first? Who is ready to be the $1,000 winner today? Oh, yeah. We're going into space. What are you going to do with $1,000? Oh.
Up, massive left from Destiny.
Up, massive left. Oh! I hit Canada. Okay, I can see the mark. It's right up off the coast of Hudson Bay. Right beside, yeah, you got right around there. Oh, close. You're below it, but point is nobody's there. It's close. All right. So close, Destiny. It looks like about a foot away from Winnipeg. Could have had it. We will try again. So here's a pro tip for all of you out there. If you win the $1,000 today, here's what I want you to do. And this is not financial advice. Take the $1,000, go buy some Bitcoin with all the $1,000, and then wait 30 years, and then enjoy your spacewalk on us. You're welcome. That's right. You're winning spacewalks here on Enter the Bunker. All you got to do is take that $1,000, go buy some Bitcoin, and then 30 years from now, go ahead and take it out, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to get that spacewalk, whatever the price is at that stage. I'm pretty confident on that. Not financial advice, though. Okay, just what I would do. All right, and I'm going to spin from this location in the center of the map. This is where you want to give directions from, and go. Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Here we go. Who's going to be the winner for the $1,000 so that they're going to go into space? We're sending everyone to space here.
That's only 2, so you gotta keep spinning.
What?
So it's supposed to be 3 directions, that's only 2.
Oh, guys, come on. Do it right.
All right, top.
Oh.
Center, up, up.
Center, up, up. Oh. Middle of the ocean. I was just off the coast of Iceland. Oh, no, you're way off. I can't forgive that. It's way up there.
You see the camera, Riley?
Yeah.
See that ring right
Up,
under
up,
Iceland?
up, right under Iceland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where we hit. I see you were aiming for the UK. Yeah, you totally missed it again. But
It's like directly under the A in Iceland.
yeah.
Well, nobody won anyway.
Yeah, it was in the middle of the ocean.
Sad day.
Yeah, we got one more shot though to be able to get enough to go into space 30 years from now. Can you imagine just thinking that way? Like thinking about, and the thing is that what I'm talking about is doesn't have precedent. Like think about the guy who bought pizza for 10,000 Bitcoin. You know what 10,000 Bitcoin is today? Was it like $600 million?
I think it'd be like it would be like 5.7 million right now, I think.
Well, I'm assuming it's $60,000 Bitcoin, because that's what's going to be tomorrow.
Oh, wait, yeah, because it's 10,000, not 1,000.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would be like,
600 million.
yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right.
Dang, that's a $600 million pizza.
9.8 or 598 million.
$598 million pizza that guy ate.
He got 2 pizzas.
He got two pizzas for $589 million. Dang.
Punching air right now.
And that was 2010? Or is it 2000? Yeah, I think it was 2010 when that happened.
Wasn't
So-
that the first purchase made with Bitcoin? Like,
It's the first known purchase of something made in Bitcoin.
That's why Papa John's is still doing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2010.
2010, wow. So here we are in 2020, just 10 years later. So 30 years from now, could you be able to afford going up to space? Could have, if you made the same kind of decisions, possibly. But not financial advice, just what I would do. All right, I'm going to spin from here. I'm right in front of North America. You know what to do. And go. Here we go. Ooh. We're going to be sending someone into space. Send someone into space today in 30 years. Oh,
Ready for it?
ready.
Fun right, up, teeny tiny, or fun right, up, and then teeny tiny right.
Okay, fun right, and then up, teeny tiny right.
Yep.
Okay, fun right, up, teeny tiny right. No, teeny tiny right. Oh, that was so close. There's a little black dot right where it landed. Now you got to go down, It was this far away from where they wanted to land. It was so close.
I still can't see it either.
You guys, it's right there. You can see the black dot. It's right above the N in London is where it landed. Yeah, above the N is exactly where it landed. You can see the black dot. Yeah. Ah, so close. It's like this, it was like this far away. It was this far. Oh man, that was amazing. We almost sent someone into space. Here and Enter the Bunker. Out of this world. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining us. That was fun. So, it was Samuel. I almost chose London too. Damn. Yeah. It's okay. You got another chance tomorrow. So just keep coming here to Enter the Bunker and keep on joining us here on the show, having a good time, learning about some positivity, sharing some stories about what's happening. It's good times. So for those of you who enjoyed the show, we highly recommend that if you really feel it, be sure to give us those likes wherever you're watching us from, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button so you get the notification so that next time when we're doing this, you're able to join us. We do this 11:30 Eastern Standard Time every day. And so tomorrow, good news, Kelly will be back. So you can join me and Kelly tomorrow while we attempt to give away $1,000 again and, of course, bring positivity to the world through your positivity missiles that you launch from this nuclear bunker. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a great day. See you again.